Hey guys, what is up? It's Zone. I have a new video for you guys where I'm reviewing a replay of me and my Type 59. And I wanted to show you guys this replay because it shows that you can never want to give up on a game. It's a really good game. But before I get to the actual replay, I want to tell you guys how you can send me a replay that you feel has epic. I'm looking for epic games where you do a lot of damage. Or I'm also looking for replays where you make some sort of really great play that enables you to win. Or maybe it's a funny loss. I don't know. If you guys think it's a great replay, send it to me at zonereplays@gmail.com. The link will be in the description. And if you wanted to see me in the Maho Strongholds, that's where this game occurred. I was streaming this live. You can see that in my Twitch. The link will also be in the description as well. So let's get right to the replay. So as we're loading into the game and moving out, one of the most important things to know is obviously tank composition. So looking at the enemy team, I see that they have a lot of tanks that have a lot of armor. They have an Emil 2, Centurion 1, KV4, KV5, Emil 1, T-34 3. Lots of tanks that have a lot of armor. And same goes for our team. We have a lot of heavy tanks as well. This will be a bit of an issue for me, my Type 59, considering that I don't really have a lot of penetration. I have to switch the goal around, so I want to be able to penetrate things reliably. So looking at where my team is going, you see that a lot of them are going toward the south, which is an okay play in pubs, but the problem with the south play is that it's really, really easy to get stalled out on this corner. So I'm recognizing that a lot of the tanks on my team are not in the north. I get lit and shot by the RU. He's in the classic bush at E7. Thankfully, he's not shooting AP or heat where he would have penetrated me. This T-37 makes a really dumb mistake and pushed into the water by himself. Don't do that when you're alone. If you feel really confident that someone's going to go with you or support you, you might be able to do that. But that's a good play to make when you're a platoon. So now this corner is a great play to be if you're in a medium tank or some sort of auto-loading tank. You can shoot tanks like this KV5 as they're crossing to move to the South Peninsula. Unfortunately, the shell just misses him. It goes right over the engine hatch. Quite unfortunate that the shell missed. But now as I'm looking, this KV3 is about to poke in this M41, so I shoot him for it. I should have aimed for the drive wheel there. I didn't hit it. That's okay because for some reason he doesn't want to move, so he's just looking right at me. Thankfully, I have a lot of turret armor, so he bounces right off. And I'm going to go for that shot again. Someone just said in the chat when you play this replay, tell them how they get screwed. And then I put a nail shell in this KV3 in the lower plate. It's funny you say that 20-1. But this 20-1's doing a good job putting HE into this KV3. Unfortunate that he's not penning with heat or something like that. And then he misses another shell. I aim for this KV4 because he's crossing the peninsula, and we're down 2 tanks already. And now something really important happened. Guys, if you just saw it, something really, really important just happened. I wanted to point it out to you guys. This Centurion 1, I saw he moved from here to here. They might not seem like much. What I can tell from both my mini-map and from here is that he's now moving into the water to come pressure me. This is a sign that I need to get out. I cannot win a fight against a T-26 and a Centurion 7-1. There's no need for me to fight this. I have no support. This guy's a one-shot. This guy's way over here. I need to get out of this position because I will die if I stay here. And so you'll see almost immediately I see that happening, and I'm getting out. I am getting out. This is a bad fight to be in. I need to pull away. This game is looking like a surefire loss right now because these guys are going to evaporate. They'll have the dominating map control, and then these guys still have yet to win the south. They're being held up by 2 tanks. So because of this, I'm pulling back. I'm retreating. Kind of like the last video where I'm retreating, but this game really looks like we're going to lose. So I was really, really upset. I'm getting upset at this team that they're not pushing. You'll see in a couple seconds I'm right there. I'm pinging the map. I'm trying to tell them they need to push up. They need to win that flank. They have the overmatch. They need to capitalize on it. But as you'll see in a couple moments, they're not going to do that. So the best thing I can do now is try to support that flank or try to get some damage into the enemy team because right now I'm just not doing enough. And I come to this corner. I see the RUs get lit right here, and I need to put some shells into these guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to poke this corner and start shooting them because they are flanking our heavy tank and main tank flank. So I'm putting shells in. That first one just misses, unfortunately. Now I see these guys pulling back. I put another shell into him right here. I'm looking to put a 3rd shell into him, and I'm gonna miss, but I see that the Super Pershing is lit, so I shoot him in the side. I'll shoot that every time while I'm being really conscious that we're about to lose the flank behind me. He's poking over, so I shoot him in the drive wheel. Now I see this RU is gonna have a crossfire on me. I can't stay in this crossfire. I've got to push out. So I'm going to look for a shot on this RU. I see that he's alone. I'm going to go for the kill on him. And his buddy shows up. That's bad. I shoot him once, and I go for the ram in this guy. This eliminates one of the targets. Makes it easier just to fight a 1v1. He's going to sneak a shell into me right there, but I managed to kill him instead. Now this is a bit more manageable. We were down 4 tanks. Now we're only down 2. Now I just need to figure out a way to slow down these 4 tanks that are going to be coming this way. This Centurion 7-1 and this T-43 is going to be here. I'm just going to try to do my best just to hold off these 4 tanks and try to slow down their advance. I'm in a really great hold on position. The biggest thing when you're in positions like this 34 gets lit, and thankfully the KV-4 takes him out right here. Most important things to know when you're trying to slow down an advance is you want distance between you and the target, and you want to be in a defensible position. So either hull down or using some sort of hard cover. And thankfully that's exactly what I have. I keep them at a distance right here. The Type 9 has great turret armor. So I'm just trying to put some shells to suppress these guys so that they're not pushing in this flank. Unfortunately, now we're down 4 tanks now. It's only a 5v10. And it's really unfortunate that this is the way that the game has come to be. And the enemy team is now pushing the south flank. This game looks like another surefire loss. This T-43 is poking over way too much, so I shoot him for it. This Emil 1 wanted the hull down, so I was like, okay, if you want it, you can have it, buddy. You know, sharing is caring, so to speak. And he gets, I think the Centurion, someone just shot a Hesh round at the Emil 1. And I put another shell in. At this point, I'm really just hoping for an RNG shell into his cupola. There's not a lot I can do about not being able to pen his turret. He's got a great turret. Now, I see that they're pushing the south, so I'm going to look to see if I can get a shot on the tanks in the south in a couple seconds here. I'm looking to see if the Centurion 7-1 has an angle on me. It doesn't look like he does. I try to stay close to the wall. This Emil 1's poking over, so I'm trying to get a shot on him. I realize that he's held down still, and I get shot by the Centurion 7-1. Disaster. I got nothing out of that trade. That was a really poor trade. I did not think he had an angle on me, but thankfully the J Panther goes down to the Emil 2, but unfortunately he goes down as well. So we're still down 2 tanks. We're starting to slowly pull this game back. We've lost all of the map control. We're just in this little cubby here, and thankfully we're still pulling this back. Now at this point, I'm not really sure what I want to do here. They have won the south corner and we won the north corner. If I push up too much, I fear that I will get shot in the back. I realize that I'm a one-shot for this guy, so I fall off this corner. I don't want to die to him here. That would be really, really bad, and we could lose this game very easily. So at this point, I'm just trying to support this GI Tiger without getting shot. So even me just being here, being a presence, means that the Centurion 7-1 won't push this GI Tiger. He won't eat the 2 shells from me and him, and so even just being patient at this point is a really good play. So there's not much else for me to be able to do. If I push forward, the Emil 1 will shoot me in the back. If I pull back too much, the Centurion 1 will shoot me in the front. So I pretty much just have to wait here and hope something good happens. This Emil 1 starts poking over. I try to shoot him in the hull, and right there I bounce our bad RNG. That shell barely misses. That could have ended my game early. That would have sucked. So I go for the other shell. That also misses. RNG did not want me to hit those shots. So now I'm loading gold because I really want to clutch this game. We're still losing, in my opinion. We're slowly pulling this back, but we're still outflanked. They currently have both flanks on us. This GI Tiger takes a shot from the Centurion. I'm trying to get around this RU and help him put pressure on the corner. I started to get really scared here because I thought the Centurion 1's going to poke on me. It looks like he was going to. This GI Tiger needed to keep the pressure on the corner. Thankfully, the Centurion 7-1 doesn't poke over. So now I'm here to help this GI Tiger try to pressure this corner and save this game. So I'm going to poke around the corner here, try to finish off the one shot. You always want to finish off the one shots. And then right here, I finish him off right through the manlet of his turret. Now I'm going to try and pressure the Centurion 1. He does a good job at going for the tank, but he over-angles his side armor, and I shoot him through the side. And now my GI Tiger dies. Again, he didn't do much, so I'm loading a gold round. Unfortunate that he died right there. So I'm going to try to put a shell into his cupola, and I get a critical hit. I think I just took out his commander or his viewports or something. I don't know how I missed. And then that shell missed too. The shell just barely goes over the top of his engine deck, right between the turret like wing thing and the engine deck itself. I don't know why the Emil went over there, but going back to my tank, if I can get back over there, that's all right. He manages to kill the Artie. The KV-4 manages to kill the Centurion 7-1, and we win this game. Thankfully, we pull this game back. This game looked like a surefire loss for a really long time. This just goes to show, guys, that you always can win a game no matter what is happening. If you're losing, if you get to a good position, every game we pull back no matter what. So I really hope you guys like this replay. If you guys want to send me other replays, be sure to send them to the replay in the description. Make sure it's a link to what replays. I won't take it if there's a replay attached to the email. I won't take it. Before I close this video, guys, I have a community question for you. What is the best date and time for me to be able to stream for you guys? I want to have the most viewers for you guys. You guys get the most awesome content. So when is it the best time for me to be able to stream? Please convert it to Eastern Standard Time for me. And if you have a replay, make sure to send it into the link in the description. Once again, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.